I don't know if we could do 24 hours of nothing but net without Coach Swinney. He has been a huge supporter of not just this event, but so many things in and around Clemson. I know Coach likes to say all in. He's got the all in ball, he's got the all in foundation, and he's definitely all in on 24 hours of nothing but net. Coach, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Always good to be with you.
You are helping with the construction and the creation of the Shepherd Hotel. And I know that's something that's really near and dear to your heart. Can you go ahead and explain to us a little bit about why that is so important to you and what's happening at Clemson?
Yeah, well, the Shepherd Hotel is really going to be, I think, a landmark in Clemson for the next 100 years. I mean, it's going to be an amazing place. It's going to transform downtown Clemson. You've been to Clemson, so we don't have a massive downtown, but it'll be the only hotel downtown. But it's really a boutique hotel, 67 rooms, really nice, really well done. But it's more it's a purpose driven place, and I got involved because I had recommended this book to a friend, and then I knew this other guy, and he had children with special needs. He had Down syndrome daughter, and he was in the hotel business. And one of his dreams was to build a hotel where he wanted to have something for his daughter that really could have gainful employment. And then this person over here was just wanting to do a hotel in Clemson and was asking me, and I was like, you know what, you two guys need to get together.
Yeah.
And so kind of connected them, and that's how they came up with the book. Was called The Way of the Shepherd. That was the book, and through that collaboration, next thing you know, these two guys come together. They come and have a meeting with me, and they're like, we want you to know what we're doing, and we'd like for you to be involved. And I really wasn't looking to be involved in any type of like hotel business, but when they talked to me about what the Shepherd Hotel was going to be about, I said, you know what, that's something I can get involved with and align with. So as you know, we have this amazing Clemson Life program here, which is just incredible. And we've been very involved as a football program, but also with our foundation, for years now. And I've got 3 Clemson Life students who are on our staff here and work here every day at Clemson football. And Clemson Life is learning is for everyone. And so we have young people that are brilliant young people that have these so-called special needs, whatever that is, and and that the world may see as limitations. But man, they come to Clemson and they get their college education. They get fully equipped to be independent livers, and live on their own, and all these things, and relationships and friends, and things that I'm sure a lot of the parents probably thought would never happen. And it's an amazing thing to see. But one of the things that has come through the experience of Clemson Life is, you see these young people come in here and they get their degrees, and they really are so equipped, and they can live independently, and they have these gifts, but there's not always that perfect transition where they have that gainful employment on where somebody's going to embrace those gifts. And the Shepherd Hotel, that's where they come in. And so the Shepherd Hotel is going to employ our Clemson Life students. And it's going to be opportunities for them to have careers, and whatever their gifts are. Some gifts of hospitality, some may be cleaning the room, some may be welcoming people, whatever it is. Some will be in the restaurant part of it, but they're going to have opportunities to have real jobs when they finish this program. So it's just something that really aligned with what Kath and I, support and believe in. And it has been so cool to watch it come full circle, and to see all the training that's going on, to see the hotel getting built. It's going to open up this summer, and it is really, really going to be a cool place. And again, I think the essence of Clemson, the spirit of Clemson, I think you will feel every time you walk in the Shepherd Hotel.
Frankie has received his letter and offer to work at the Shepherd Hotel. And I can tell you that it almost equals the day walking out to the mailbox, seeing that he got accepted to Clemson Life. It's pretty cool to know that everything you described about the experience as parents that we've had has been 100% true. Can you reference culture? I know culture is really important to you, and I know standards are really important to you. When you think about people trying to understand the culture of just Clemson, not just your football program, but how does Clemson Life fit into the fabric of the university?
Yeah, well, I think Clemson is family, first of all. I think that's something that um, Clemson is a place where people are happy. I think if you come to Clemson, you don't know anything about Clemson, it just kind of oozes out of the streets here. I mean, this is a really family-oriented place, and it's one of those things. It's hard to sometimes describe Clemson appropriately. I think you almost have to experience it to really get it. It's a simple place, but there's a quality of life here that I think is really rare, and I think that's what keeps people here. I mean, because it is a wonderful place to live and raise a family, and just it has this community feel. It's a small college town, but everything is geared around this university, and so you've got this 85,000 seat stadium right in the middle of it. It's like a family reunion every weekend in the fall. But if I can't tell you how many times people have told me over the years, God, there's just something different about Clemson, and I always say, well, that's because there is something different, and it's people are happy, and you really can't fabricate that. That has to be something that's real and genuine, and that's what I think is the essence of Clemson. The culture of Clemson is, there's no perfect people, no perfect places, but this is a place that really has this constant energy and this family feel. And sometimes it's like going back in time. I think a lot of the qualities that are here at Clemson you don't find everywhere. People will still stop and help you here, and Clemson embraces a program like Clemson Life. Like Clemson Life is, to me, the heart and soul of Clemson University. Like, to me, it's like that's what it's all about: servant leadership. It's about developing great and beautiful young people. We're all different, but we all have this greatness inside of us. Great, and I think I used to tell my team all the time, greatness isn't just for Alabama or Ohio State or Notre Dame. Greatness is for everyone. It's for everyone, because when I got this job, people kind of looked at Clemson differently. And I think, to me, that's the essence of this whole university. Is greatness is for everyone. Learning is for everyone. Life is for everyone. And, Clemson is a place where, again, I think that is nurtured. That is nurtured. That is embraced. And again, there's this happy spirit that goes along with it. I can't tell you how many people I've met over the years who had nothing to do with Clemson. They know nothing about Clemson, but their kid chose to come to Clemson. Well, then their kid comes to Clemson. Parents get involved in Clemson. Kid graduates and leaves. Parents stay because they love it, and they buy a place on the lake, or they just come back for game weekends. And kids are all living life, doing whatever, but they're still coming to Clemson. And I think this is one of those really rare places that has the ability to draw people in like that. And so it's a culture of family. It's a culture of serving, and it is a true community here.
I don't think you could sum it up any better, Coach. I agree. I mean, I think we've shared this conversation before. For 30 plus years, I've been coming to Clemson from a basketball lens, either working at Little John men's and women's games, or coming up Perimeter Road, doing a game, then going back down Perimeter Road, back to 85. Never
Yep.
really investing time or hanging out. And
Yep.
I've seen Clemson through a different lens because of Frankie and because of the
Yep.
Clemson Life program.
Yep.
One of the highlights for the Clemson Life program is always spring practice with your team, where you dedicate time in practice where the whole team gets involved and running the students through all kinds of drills and activities. Kind of share what that day is like and how much fun that is for you and your team. Because I know how much
Yeah.
fun it is for the kids.
Yes. In fact, that was probably one of the worst things about COVID, was not being able to do that for a couple years. So this spring was our first time in a couple years to be able to get back to doing that. So what we every fall we have a Clemson Life Day, and in the fall they come and they get to hang out in the facility and just have a fun time. We feed them, we have hamburgers and hot dogs, and then they get to come hang out at practice and watch practice and visit with the guys a little after practice and just have a good day. But in the spring, we always pick a day and they come to practice. But what we do is post practice, we have, like, we call it a county fair set up. So we set up all these stations, and here's the cool thing: it's mandatory for our freshmen and sophomores. So it's just kind of what we do as a program. And our freshmen and sophomores, it's mandatory for them to run it. And we get out of the way, and it's the players run it. But you know what happens every single year? And this year was so cool. Everybody stays. Those seniors are out there. They don't have to be there. They're all out there. And I just kind of stand over there. And this was one of the coolest years ever, because I think our older players, especially, who we haven't had it the last couple of years, they were so excited about it. And they were excited about the younger guys getting a chance to experience just this opportunity, and just the spirit that comes from these Clemson Life students. I mean, they're amazing, and they're hilarious, and you know what? And they're competitive, and they're just so smart. And so it's just one of the best days. So we set up this county fair, and then we just do a rotation, and they go from one thing to another. I mean, we got the quarterback toss, we're kicking balls, we're tackling dummies, we're doing the going through the bags and the chutes, and all the players are engaged, and it is so much fun. And we always end up going longer than what our time is, because everybody just forgets that there's a time, and it's just really cool to step back. And especially this year, I was standing there, I was watching, I was talking to one of the coaches, I said, man, that's what it's all about right there. And they're just being college kids, and they're engaging with their fellow classmates. And it's a beautiful thing to watch every single year, and just one of my favorite days to be a part of.
Well, Coach, we can't thank you enough for your time. You're so generous in coming on 24 Hours of Nothing But Net in our live stream to help us. In the 3 years that we've had this event, we've raised over $415,000. I'd like to raise as much money as you do in the all-in ball and all the things that you do, so we can keep making a difference, because I admire your servant leadership attitude, and I'm trying to emulate that as well in my little way. And I can't thank you enough for your time, and thank you for everything you've done for Frankie. He is graduating. He will have a job. He will be staying at Clemson, and we could not be more proud of the experience that he's had. And we can't thank you enough for everything you've done to make the culture around Clemson so special.
Oh, I appreciate it, and it's always good to see you. How's your jumper?
It's pretty good right now. I mean, the 3 years I'm averaging 92%. So I put a little pressure on myself. I've definitely set the bar high for somebody like me, who's, shouldn't probably be in the driveway shooting free throws. But hey, age is just a number, Coach. You know that, right?
It is, and you will appreciate this. So for the first time in a long time, I'm playing in a men's basketball league. All right.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday night, I drive to Greenville, and I'm in a men's league, and I'm getting my legs back up. I knocked down 3 threes Tuesday night, so I'm starting to get my groove back.
I love it.
So you might see me on Twitter somewhere along the way.
I'll be looking for it. We'll be looking for it. There's going to be you put that out there that you're showing up on Tuesday nights in
Oh
Greenwood.
yeah,
Have
we're
quite a
4 and
crowd.
1. Hey, we're 4 and 1. We're 4 and 1. We got one overtime loss.
Coach,
So
nobody
it's
can
fun.
guard you, right? Can't guard you.
No, unguardable, unguardable.
You're the best, Dabo. Thank you.
All
Thank you
right,
so
appreciate
much.
it. Take care.
All
See
right,
you
you
guys.
too.